Hi, so TLDR, the reason I haven't posted in 5 months is because I was literally kicked out of my house. There is a longer explanation in this video, but that's the gist of what I want to say. I'm sorry for not posting. Things have been hard lately. I love you. Okay, here we go. Okay, so, the reason I haven't posted in the last 5 months is because, again, the fact that I literally got kicked out of my house, but general abject life conditions have made it difficult for me to keep up a presence here on YouTube. Not posting for 5 months isn't necessarily unheard of from me, but this was specifically due to abject life conditions, and I've basically been reliving my trauma for the entire first half of 2017. It's great. So, for those who really don't want to stay to hear the full story, if I owe you an MAP part, I will probably get it done if I've already started it. And I have a few videos in the works, like memes and PMVs and whatnot. A lot of them are venti because, again, 2017 has been really shitty lately. This is unscripted, so I'm going to be suffering for the entire length that I make this video. But the gist of it is, in January, my mother left, kind of. She didn't really say if she was ever coming back, so I assumed that she had left my dad and I indefinitely, and she went to stay with her parents in another state. So, it was just my dad and I living alone together, and we functioned as a family unit pretty well. But I realized that without my mother, who was my primary stressor in life and my abuser for 14 or so years, left, I functioned a lot better without her. And so I took on more responsibilities. I took on 5 classes. For reference, students in my area generally only take 4. And I took on harder classes. I took on a few new hobbies and responsibilities. I take all honors and APs. However, towards the end of January, she started trying to come back to live with my dad, and he was generally okay with this idea, but when I expressed that it would be very bad for my mental health, he basically fought with me over the next month and a half about it. So he dragged my therapist into it, and my therapist turned out to be pretty shitty, and she took sides in the argument, and the side she took was not mine. I don't quite understand why she supported bringing my abuser back into my life, but that will always perplex me because I stopped going to therapy. So around, the end of March, the 29th or so, it was a Sunday, I think, I got kicked out of my house because my dad went to pick her up in the other state, and he told me that she had fully decided to come back, even though she was aware of my feelings on her, and he told me to get out. So I packed my things in about 6 hours. A dear friend helped me pack my things, and I moved in with my grandparents. And I have been living there ever since. However, my mental health has gone down the shitter because every time my father sees me, he argues with me. And I'm staying with his parents, so he comes to visit them quite a bit. I can tell that he kind of blames me for the imminent collapse of his marriage, but it's really not my fault. My mother has also dragged several of my immediate family members into the fray, even though I haven't said anything. I haven't been very vocal on my feelings on this discourse, but I'm just waiting to out her. She's dragged my brother into it, and my maternal grandmother, and it is a mess. So, my mental health has been in shambles. I'm fighting with my immediate family every week or so. I have effectively lost both of my parents and brother. So things have been really difficult, and I'm also dealing with all of this on top of the stress of one of the hardest years of my high school life, with entirely honors and AP courses. So, with exam season rolling around, I won't be immediately any less busy, and my summer plans are kind of up in the air, which I hate, but my summer's going to be looking pretty busy as well, so I will try to pump out videos as fast as I can. Keep in mind that animation is not a career for me. It is more of a hobby, and I don't think it will ever be a career. I've been focusing more on sciences lately because I want to be an astrophysicist and not an animator. I like having a paycheck and decent work hours. But, so if you are a subscriber of mine or an MAP owner waiting on a part, please let me know, and I will get to work on it as soon as I possibly can. I feel really bad for just kind of disappearing from the internet. I feel really guilty, and I want to get things to people because I still want to be a part of everything that I've signed up for. I want to follow through with my responsibilities, but I've been trying my best to keep up with everything, and I just can't, and so I dropped some of my most taxing hobbies first. That's not to say that I don't plan on making more videos in the future. I plan on definitely being active at least... I just got a notification on my phone, I'm sorry. I plan on being active at least for the beginning of June, like as soon as school lets out, until maybe the middle of June. I start driver's ed, and I may be flying my boyfriend out to visit me for the summer, etc., 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 etc. So things are happening, and life sure is going on. And I will do my best to get things to you. Thank you for listening to me, and I have to go because I ran out of things to say. I love you. Thank you for your time and your patience and for sticking with me. I'm gay. Bye.